Greetings, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. I'm Jakumar Mohanachandran, the Chief Research Officer at IMCAS. I've been in the industry for the last 25 plus years. I've been always passionate in driving technology that can propel businesses towards success. CI as a service, CAS is your ultimate destination for all things related to technology and information. If you are embarking on large-scale projects or seeking specialized expertise or require any consultation for your endeavors, CAS is your go-to solution. We work very closely with you, offering deep expertise and leveraging decades of experience to deliver optimal solutions that is being tailored to your enterprise needs. I head the research division of CAS, and at CAS Research, we operate with a lot of integrity and transparency, and that's the very core of our research. With a wealth of multiple years of experience, CAS Research has ingrained stringent policies and standards at its core. We have been creating research purely focused on technology, creates an environment where neither clients nor vendors can sway our research. Earlier part of this year, you might have seen our research that came out, which is related to Middle East Industry Insights 2024. And that's been well received by the community. And here we are now with a detailed breakdown of those industry-wide reports related to healthcare, oil and gas, retail, insurance, so on and so forth. So guided by our world's best practices, we maintain objectivity in ensuring clients cannot purchase research coverage or favorable opinions. Our dedication to independence empowers us to make bold calls, exercising full control over our research agenda, evaluations, and conclusions. I just wanted to let you all know that there's been a lot of meticulous planning and activities that went behind all our research just to ensure that the quality is not compromised. And we purely focus all the time on qualitative information rather than quantitative data, including proprietary insights to inform that we come up with the right kind of data points for you to take any decisions. The advantage of relying on with CAS research will be you will get a comprehensive insights into the latest tech trends customized to your business needs. We can arrange strategic consulting sessions. You will be a part of our event when we do the research readouts. You will get the early market predictions and also access to our expert network. So with this, I would like to conclude and hand it over to our lead research analyst, Shoaib Chowdhury, who will take you through the deep dive of today's webinar, which will actually focus on one of the industry. And from here onwards, please do thoroughly enjoy the session and do share your feedback. We look forward to working with you very closely. Our deliverables are designed to empower your business with the knowledge and strategies that needed in this digital age. So looking forward to work closely with each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay, for that introduction. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on the collaboration of IT and hospitality in the Middle East. My name is Shoaib, and I'm affiliated with CAS Research as the lead analyst. And I'm here to walk you through our comprehensive findings from the latest industry survey. We'll be exploring how technology is reshaping guest experiences and operational efficiencies, identifying both challenges as well as opportunities within the sector. To begin with, I'll speak about the research methodology, wherein our research was meticulously planned and executed to ensure reliable data. It started with determining the scope and the target population to include a broad spectrum of hospitality professionals. We structured the survey to gauge effectiveness of existing technologies and to understand emerging trends. Our process included several phases such as internal checks, survey structuring, deployment, data collection, and in-depth analysis to finalize our report. Moving to the demographic overview, the survey involved over 150 industry professionals from diverse locations, including Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Qatar, and other Middle Eastern countries, which provided us with a rich and varied set of perspectives. The The demographics of the participants were predominated by males, 76%, with a significant proportion holding senior IT roles, which were 44% of CIOs, 32% of CTOs, and 24% of IT directors. This demographic breakdown ensured that we gathered and collected insights from decision makers who directly influence technology strategies in their organizations. Firstly, beginning with enhancing guest experience. Focusing on guest experience, the CAS survey highlighted significant adoption of contactless payment systems that reflected the industry shift towards a more seamless and hygienic transaction methods. Furthermore, about 75% of the establishments regularly use surveys and feedback mechanisms to gather guest insights, while only 8.3% have employed artificial intelligence driven sentiments analysis, suggesting a potential growth area for more sophisticated real time feedback analysis technology. Moving on to revenue management and analytics. In revenue management, a majority of 63.6% of the respondents have said that they relied on specialized software to manage and forecast demand effectively. These tools are supplemented by predictive analytics and dynamic pricing algorithms used by 36.4%, which help in adjusting prices in real time based on market conditions. This integration of advanced adjusting this integration of advanced analytics into revenue management signifies a move towards more data-driven decision-making processes in the hospitality industry. Speaking of operational efficiency through cloud systems and solutions, so as we all know, cloud technology has been a game changer in the property management, with 21.4% of businesses using these solutions extensively. The cloud provides flexibility and scalability, allowing for efficient management of resources and real-time data access, which is crucial in today's fast-paced environments. However, 25.8% of the respondents have no plans to adopt cloud solutions, indicating potential areas for industry growth and education. Speaking of predictive maintenance via artificial intelligence and machine learning, so we all know that artificial intelligence and machine learning are transforming maintenance strategies in the hospitality sector. Like the gas research survey, and the data shows that 43.6% of our participants report effective use of artificial intelligence for predictive maintenance, which helps in anticipating potential failures before they occur, and thus minimizing downtime and repair cost. However, having been said that, 12.1% feel that these systems need improvement, highlighting ongoing challenges in integrating sophisticated artificial intelligence solutions seamlessly into existing operations. Now, speaking of marketing and guest engagement, for marketing and guest engagement, 33.3% of hotels and resorts utilize advanced analytic tools to monitor the effectiveness of their strategies. This technology enables businesses to tailor their marketing efforts based on precise guest data, enhancing personalization and engagement. Yet, 22.2% do not engage in specific tracking or analysis, which suggests a significant opportunity for implementing more rigorous data driven market techniques. Lastly, following the entire data that we collected, we came up with recommendations based on our findings, and we recommend further investments in applications like mobile application functionalities to enhance personalized guest interactions, the adoption of artificial intelligence for strategic upselling and cross-selling, and a focus on robust cybersecurity measures to protect guest data. Additionally, fostering a culture that embraces technological innovations is also crucial. This includes training for staff on new technologies and encouraging a mindset that values continuous improvement and innovation. Lastly, as we look to the future, the collaboration of technology and hospitality is bound to grow and is bound to grow more critically. Embracing these technologies can lead to significant gains in efficiency, guest satisfaction, and profitability. The insights from this survey provide a roadmap for where the industry can develop and capitalize on new technology and new technological opportunities. Lastly, I would like to extend my gratitude to the research team and all the contributors who have made this survey possible and helped us in gathering such a insightful data and given us this beautiful outcome. So, thank you for all your attention and thoughtful engagement today. Uh, and that's it from my side. And we move ahead with the panel discussion. So, going ahead with the panel discussion, today we've got two industry experts, and I'd like to start with Mr. Chandar Raina, who is the head of information technology and telecommunications with Vindhan Grand Regency, Doha. And we also have Mr. Ahmed Shauki with us, who is the regional director of information technology for Middle East and Africa with Millennium Hotels and Resorts. And I'd like, first of all, like to thank you on behalf of the entire CAS research team for being present here and being available on this panel discussion. So, coming to Mr. Shoki, I would like to ask, how can Middle Eastern hospitality business leverage technologies like artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and IoT to personalize guest services and enhance overall satisfaction?
So, thank you so much for allowing me to join this, session, which will explore a few things related to the latest technology within the hospitality. So, AI, big data, analytics, and IoT, it is important to be enabled and to be functioning in all our hospitality areas or in the hospitality division. When it is come to AI, artificial intelligence, as it is hot topic nowadays, everywhere is everyone is talking about it. So one from the areas which we can utilize the AI or the artificial intelligence is personalized recommendations, like for example chatbot and virtual assistant. This area we already started to be used in our websites in hospitality, but also it is related to, I don't know if some of you aware or know that is some of the hospitality chains already starting to use mobile app to manage guest journey in the hotel. So chatbot, one from the services which start to be enabled in the mobile app in order to allow the customer to integrate or to communicate with the hotel team through chatbot. And the chatbot, it is for sure integrated as an AI tool. And from here we can be fast of response to our customers. So AI, one from the areas which we are working or exploring nowadays in order to implement it in a different solutions in hospitality. When it is come to big data analytics, big data or the big data analytics, it is, I will not say it's a new, but it is, we already running the big data analytics when it's come to our chain. We are using big data analytics to allow our team in commercial and our team in finance and our team in operation to be easy to take a decision. So there is two different areas we are using the big data for. So we are using a big data for our commercial team, and we are using a big data in order to enhance customer satisfaction. When it is customer satisfaction, here you know that is we have a CRM or customer relation management solution. In customer relation management solution, we are collecting the data in order to understand the behavior of our customers and to improve our services. That is when it is come to a big data analytics. And on the other hand, when it is come to commercial team, the commercial team, they are using the big data in order to know and to help them with managing the rate codes, with managing the their commercial side on the hospitality. IoT or Internet of Things, it is already utilized few years back for smart room, enhancing also convenience of our customers. So smart room, we already started, as I mentioned earlier, mobile app in order to manage the entertainment inside the room, starting from the door lock to the IPTV to also managing the AC and lighting through the GRMS. So the Internet of Things, it is already utilized, and it is helping us or helping our the hospitality division to improve the service. And we all know that is our customers now, they are using the mobile to manage their life. They are using the mobile for everything, for booking, for their life and communication with their families, with their work. So now with the hospitality, we are enabling how to manage the guest journey through the mobile app. So that is when it has come to Internet of Things.
That's great. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Moving ahead, I'd like to ask Mr. Ahmed that considering the cultural diversity in the Middle East, how can IT solutions be customized to accommodate varying guest preferences and expectations across different regions?
Regarding the IT solutions here in Middle East, one from the most important point that with our IT solutions, we have to ensure that is language and content localization. So supporting multiply language, it is one from the critical aspect here. Personalization, allow customization for local preferences and personal settings, because you know that is Middle East, it is different than Europe, different than US and other regions. We should be also allow our, the IT solutions to be easy to use. So payment integration, one from the areas which we need to ensure it is running with the same currency, same solution, allowing the currency of the areas which we are working on and easy to be used. One from also the areas which we always, when we are implementing any IT solution, and it is important to have with any new technology we are implementing here, it is the support. So we should have a local support, and local support is making the life easy for anyone in our region here. So if you are implementing a new solution and you have 10 or 15 or 20 hotels, you need to have a local support in your country. We are expanding big time in UAE, in Saudi Arabia and other countries. So the solution provider need to have local support in these countries. We should also enable continuous feedback. So regularly, whenever we are implementing a new solution, we should always get the feedback from our customers, feedback from our employees or colleagues who is running the solution in our hotels, in order to improve and to ensure that is we are running the right product in our environment. Always local partnership. We should always talk to our partners and discuss and develop. So this is the areas which we need to tackle when we are implementing new solutions in our area or our region.
So beginning with the first question to Mr. Chandar, the first thing I would like to ask is, what are the emerging trends in the Middle East hospitality IT, and how are they reshaping guest experience and operational efficiency?
Hi everyone. Hello CAS research team. Thank you very much for getting me on board. Actually, it's a privilege, and Of course, when we spoke about the topic, it just touched the correct note, because these are certain topics which are being talked about much in the region these days, and especially hospitality post COVID. It's been a beautiful journey with its own ups and downs, but yes, we had to adapt to new technologies. We had to adapt to new trends wherein we could make sure the revenues are generated, as well as at the same time the guest experience remains smooth. In the Middle East, hospitality IT is experiencing several emerging trends that are reshaping guest experiences and operational efficiency. That's very important as well. I always say, whenever I get a chance, operational efficiency is of highest importance in any hotel brand, alongside whatever is being thought for the guests. If you look at the trend, the contactless solutions. First of all, with the ongoing focus on health and safety, contactless solutions such as mobile check-in, check-out, digital room keys, and contactless payments are becoming increasingly popular. This also defines the whole journey of a guest. From the reservations till the checkout. So these technologies minimize physical interactions and enhance guest convenience. And as I said, post COVID, these were some very, very important aspects which were being taken into consideration. Be it any brand, be it a local brand, be it an international brand, or be it a standalone hotel. Then of course, we talk about mobile applications and personalization. Hospitality organizations are investing in mobile apps and offer personalized experience to guests. These apps allow guests to customize their stays, make special requests, because these days it's all about that particular stay in the hotel during a night, or to whether it's for leisure or for business. So these apps, they allow guests to customize their stays, make these special requests, and receive tailored recommendations based upon their preferences and past behaviors. So if it's a repeated guest, all the preferences are collected, and based on a tailor-made journey is planned for any guest. And it's all possible because technology has been merged into hospitality to such an extent that it's a wonderful journey for guests, the brand, the people managing the hotel. Then the much talked about topic is AI and automation, artificial intelligence and automation. AI powered technologies are being used to automate various aspects of hospitality operations, such as chatbots. In fact, my colleagues during the interviews, they also emphasized on these things. They are also pioneers in the industry, and have witnessed this journey. So I would say AI-driven pricing and revenue management and predictive analytics for demand forecasting and inventory optimization has also become a trend. Brands are actually adapting to these AI-driven applications, and doing their analytics as well. This also improves the operational efficiency and enables more proactive guest services. So that's again one more advantage. Then again, it boils down to IoT as well, because every single room these days is controlled by a device or two or more, wherein guests have a wonderful journey. So IoT devices are being deployed to enhance guest comfort and convenience. It's not only about giving these facilities in the room. It's also about the ease of use as well, because you never know what kind of a guest walks in. It could be an old-aged guest. It could be a trendy guest. It could be a middle-aged guest, and based on that as well, the devices or the equipments that have been deployed have to be user-friendly, have to be really up to date as well. And whenever we walk into a room, especially hospitality, smart room controls, connected appliances, and wearable devices as well enable guests to control their environment and access hotel services more seamlessly. And we have also seen that in resorts, wherein a band is what do you call that, attached to a guest's wrist, and he can have access anywhere, everywhere, based on his check-in details. So this is something very important, which has been adapted in industry these days. We also spoke about data analytics and insights. Hospitality organizations are leveraging data analytics to gain insights into guest behavior, as I earlier mentioned as well. We call them preferences and trends. By analyzing data and various touch points, including online booking platforms, social media, and guest feedback, hotels can tailor their services to better meet guest experiences and drive loyalty, because at the end it's all about repeated guests and business continuity for any hotel, any brand. So overall, these trends are reshaping guest experiences by offering greater convenience, personalization, and engagement, while also improving operational efficiency, which I always stress on, by automating tasks, optimizing resources, and enabling data-driven decision making.
That's great. That's great. Thank you very much, Chandra, for your insights. Going ahead, like Chandra spoke about rise of contactless solutions and mobile apps. So I'd like to ask him that with the rise of these technologies such as contactless solutions and mobile apps, what are the key challenges and also the opportunities for Middle Eastern hospitality organizations in implementing seamless digital guest experience?
Yeah, actually, adoption of any technology these days, or even the trend, during the journey, every adoption has a pros and a cons. So there are challenges, there are opportunities as well, where people take something out of the challenges and convert them to opportunities. Likewise, in Middle Eastern hospitality organizations, as and when technology was embedded, there have been a lot of challenges, and we have witnessed it all through the journey. I have around 20 years now in hospitality, so we have actually witnessed that journey from changing from legacy systems to latest IoT systems. Challenges mainly is infrastructure and integration, as I say. Many of us have witnessed it. It's basically ensuring compatibility and integration of contactless solutions and mobile applications with existing IT infrastructure and systems can be very, very complex and require significant investment. So when the word investment itself comes, so it's the biggest challenge. There is also an aspect called the digital divide. While mobile app usage is widespread, there may still be segments of guests who prefer traditional methods or lack access to smartphones or reliable internet connectivity. As I was saying, you never know what kind of a guest walks into a room, and then you should have user-friendly systems. So these pose a challenge in achieving universal adoption as well. I would say another challenge is data security and privacy. Again, much talked about topic these days across the region, worldwide as well. Collecting and storing guest data through mobile apps raises concerns about privacy and security. Everybody knows that hospitality organizations must implement robust measures to protect guest information and comply with data protection regulations, whether it is GDPR or whether it is a local law. So these aspects have to be taken into consideration. One of the most important factor is the people. So it's about staff training and support as well. So frontline staff need adequate trainings excuse me, and support to effectively use digital tools, because unless they know it, they cannot teach their guests, or they cannot recommend their guests to use those technologies. And they should obviously be able to assist the guests in navigating contactless solutions. Otherwise, there's no fun. When the person there managing the hotel or the front desk, they are not fully aware, they are not fully trained, I think the guests will be in a mess. So ensuring a smooth transition and providing ongoing support is essential for guest satisfaction as well. Now, when we talk about all these challenges, and as I mentioned, out of these challenges, there are a lot of opportunities that come up. So how do we overcome these challenges? So one of the opportunities is like guests, enhanced guest experience. Uh, we keep talking about this. Contactless solutions and mobile apps enable guests to have more control over their experiences. It's the complete journey basically, whether it's from booking to checkout, and in between whatever they do in any hotel, in any hospitality property. So personalized services such as room customizations and digital concierge services can enhance guest satisfaction and loyalty. So this is an opportunity. Another opportunity is operational efficiency, which I already mentioned. Digital guest experience, streamlined processes such as check-in, check-out, room service orders, and housekeeping requests, reducing wait time. So this is also of prime importance these days. People don't want to stand in queues. They don't want to, give more of the time wherein they can utilize, few seconds, few minutes. And this improves staff productivity as well, because once the wait time is reduced, automatically both ways the guest is satisfied and productivity increases as well. Automation and data analytics further optimize operations and resource allocation. It's very important these days in hotel industry, and this is the trend which we have seen in the Middle East as well. Multi-talented, rather multitasking staff are being employed, because that actually optimizes the operation, and these resources are allocated in a proper way. Then next one is marketing and engagement. Mobile apps provide a direct channel for marketing promotions, so this is an opportunity as well. Loyalty programs and personalized offers. By leveraging guest data and insights, hospitality organizations can tailor market campaigns to specify segments and drive revenue growth. So this is where exactly all your mobile applications robust feature comes into play, wherein you can actually make sure that there is a growth in revenue, as well as the journey for a guest is tailor-made from booking to checkout. Overall, these are some of the opportunities as well.
Great. Thank you, Chandra. Thank you for the insights. Now, lastly, coming to you, I'd like to ask, what strategies should Middle Eastern hospitality companies adopt to ensure data security and privacy while implementing advanced IT systems to streamline operations and enhance guest interactions?
This is definitely not a new topic. We have been speaking about it because this is of the prime importance. Whether it's a standalone hotel, it's a brand, whether it's an international hotel, the chain of hotels. So data protection policies have to always be intact. Middle Eastern hospitality companies can adapt several strategies to ensure data security and privacy while implementing advanced IT systems. It's again about investment, but it's the correct investment that all owning companies do. So first and foremost, there should be a comprehensive data protection policy, which has to be developed and enforced. Develop and enforce robust, data protection policies and procedures that outline how guest data is collected, stored, processed, and shared. So it's very important, even if some of the guest data is collected, how is it stored, how is it processed, and how is it shared, if at all it has to be shared. So these policies should comply with the relevant regulations, as I mentioned before, such as GDPR, local data protection laws. You can't go out of those boundaries as well. Encryption and access control, very, very important. Industry has to implement encryption technologies to protect sensitive data, both in transit and at rest. So, I was asked this question: what do you mean by in transit and at rest? Whenever the data is stored, that data is at rest, and whenever it has to be accessed, that time the data is in transit, and that utilize access controls and authentication mechanisms to ensure that only authorized personnel have access to guest information. So that's very, very important as well. Access control. Then we also know we should have regular security audits and assessments. once the data is stored, we need to make sure, we have to conduct regular security audits and assessments to identify vulnerabilities in IT systems, because as and when we do this, the systems become old, then we'll have to look for updates, etc., and address any weaknesses whenever this audit is done, or this assessment is done. We need to address any weaknesses promptly and implement necessary security measures to mitigate all these risks, right? Then I think one very important thing which I always say, and it's always in all my topics, whether it is hospitality or non-hospitality, it's the employee training and awareness. Very, very important. Provide comprehensive training to employees on data security best practices and the importance of safeguarding guest information. Also, foster a culture of security awareness and encourage employees, to report any suspicious activities or potential security breaches. I think these things only people can do. Systems might give you alerts. Those alerts might be, what do you call that? Might or might not come to the notice. But it's all about people. It's all about their training and awareness as well. Also, one of the most important things is whenever we tie up with any vendor, so vendor due diligence it's called, so they also have a role to play, and we need to make sure all our SLUs are signed to meet expectations and the requirements, most important. So before partnering with IT vendors or service providers, we need to conduct it through due diligence to ensure they adhere to industry best practices for data security and privacy. Any vendor has to be scrutinized. That's very, very important. Include contractual clauses that outline vendor responsibilities for protecting guest data. So I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, when a guest enters, first and foremost he wants is in a hotel is the internet connection. So based on his check-in information, he gets connected to the internet. So if this internet is provided by a vendor, third-party vendor, all the information goes into the system, right? Be it the last name of the guest, be it the email address, be it the social media handles. So we need to make sure all these credentials are kept safe, and all these vendors are responsible as well to keep this data safe and sound, of course, and then not being misused. Then also important thing is, like earlier we used to have those legacy systems when there was no data retention policies. So we need to make sure the data minimization and retention policies are adapted. By data minimization, I mean to say whatever data is necessarily required, that data only should be collected from the guests. Not unnecessary data should be collected and stored. So it's always what do you call that? It becomes a botheration for the hotel, for the IT department, to keep this data, whether it is actually required or not. So adapt a data minimization approach by only collecting and retaining guest information that is necessary for business purposes. That's very important as well. And also establish a clear retention policy to determine how long guest data should be stored, as I mentioned, and when it should be securely deleted. That's also very important, because once the retention time is over, this data should be securely deleted as well, and no copies whatsoever should be kept. Incidents response plan is another very important aspect. We need to develop an incident response plan outlining procedures for detecting, responding to, and recovering from security incidents or data breaches. Recently we have seen one of the hotel chains was affected by a data breach, so everybody got an alert. So this is very, very important as well, and this plan should be regularly reviewed and updated. As I said, audits have to be done, wherein data has to be assessed and seen whether it can be deleted securely or not, or to be kept, and for how long it has to be kept. So that data retention policy has to be there as well. Then if we talk about transparency and consent, be transparent with guest, how their data is being used, and obtain explicit consent. It's very, very important. Unless my consent is there, my data should not be even used, even collected as well. So a consent is required for data processing activities. Also provide options for guests to control their data preferences, such as opting out of marketing communications or deleting their personal information upon request. Now, these are certain things which every single individual is irritated these days. Getting these marketing communication emails and all. So there should be an option to opt out from these as well. So overall, by implementing these strategies, Middle Eastern hospitality companies can mitigate the risks associated with implementing advanced IT systems, maintain the trust of their guests, and ensure compliance with data protection regulations. I think that should be it.
Thank you so much to Cass, which organizing this interview and is collecting different IT resources in order to elaborate and providing their experience and their information on this region. So thank you so much, Cass, and all the best.
So overall, I would say while implementing seamless digital guest experience comes with its challenges, the opportunities for Middle Eastern hospitality organizations to enhance guest satisfaction, improve operational efficiency, and gain a competitive edge make it a worthwhile investment in the longer run. Given this opportunity by the CAS research team, it's always wonderful to talk about such topics and to elaborate on these topics as well, because we need to be alert. We need to make sure that all the IT policies are in place, and the guest data is secure, and also most importantly, the journey of the guest is wonderful from booking to checkout. Thank you, CAS research team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to both our guests today. Thank you for being present on the panel discussion today and highlighting us and educating us with their insights. I'd like to thank both Mr. Chandar Raina and Ahmed Shauki for being available today and taking this time out and being present on the panel discussion. So thank you once again, both of you. And that's it from my side. And I'd like to thank each one of you who's present on the webinar today for taking this time out and being available and hearing us out. So thank you very much. And this is Shoaib signing off from CAS Research Team. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.